Thank you for the introduction. Class of 2019, congratulations. I join your professors and family members and friends in expressing the utmost pride as we celebrate your accomplishments as the newest graduates of the University of Michigan. You did it. Each one of you earned a place here, and you made the most of it. I know that for many of you, the road to get here was not easy. Perhaps you traversed some potholes along the way. Well, I have it on the highest authority, however, that those potholes are about to be filled and the roads are going to get fixed. But for those of you who are first-generation students, military veterans, or from communities, cities, and towns that don't send many students to Michigan, I hope you're especially relishing this day. As members of the class of 2019, all of you have conquered the rigors of our curricula. You've excelled in your studies, your research, your advocacy, and your service. You found ways to navigate Central Campus when we decided to renovate LSA and the Union at the same time. And you even survived a polar vortex with not one, but 2 canceled days of class. So since we're here, you must have used that time to study. We live in an era of accelerating change, where often as a society and as individuals, we seem to be struggling to keep up. Graduation is all about change. And at Michigan, that means it's not only about the change in you, it's about the changes you'll contribute to in society. In the fall of 2015, when many of you started as undergraduates at Michigan, our world was a different place. Me Too was not yet a hashtag. The event horizon of a black hole had never been imaged. And midterm voter turnout on university campuses across the country was just 19%. Each of these examples in their own way demonstrates the often long and difficult path to change. The Me Too movement was founded in 2006 by activist and sexual assault survivor Tarana Burke. Burke wanted to provide a place for survivors to tell their stories, for empathy, and for healing. She spent more than a decade persevering and advocating on behalf of those whose stories are marginalized or not told at all. Then the idea she started went viral, transforming into a global conversation, and we hope, change. The image of the black hole event horizon presented last month required 2 years of computer analysis, data from 8 observatories on 3 continents, and a team of 200 scientists, which included 2011 U of M engineering graduate Katie Bauman. We've now seen what had previously been described as unseeable and pushed the frontiers of knowledge to the darkest regions of the universe. And during the 2018 midterm election, Tufts University reports that youth turnout increased in every state for which there's data. In 27 states, it rose by double digits. Plus, precincts that serve Big Ten campuses saw their turnout increase by an average of 24 percentage points. This is more than double the increase in nearby areas, indicating that students have made their voices heard. Higher turnout was a goal of the Big Ten voting challenge. Well done. Choosing to commit to the work needed to make change and to see it through can produce amazing results, but it can also frustrate. Change doesn't happen in a straight line. It's messy. It can take years or even decades. But when it's founded on principled dedication, collaboration, and hope, all the ingredients are in place. Our campus has wonderful examples. Last month, we opened together our Trotter Multicultural Center on State Street. This inspirational new home, devoted to unity, peace, and understanding, brings together people from all backgrounds in a building planned and designed in collaboration with students. It was a historic change on our campus, and it was made possible entirely by a legacy of student activism. Members of our Black Student Union, past and present, shared their experiences on our campus and their aspirations for a better Michigan. Some are graduating here today. They mobilized their fellow students and called on and worked with the university to create the new Trotter. And while our work to enhance diversity, equity, and inclusion is far from finished, the University of Michigan is changed for the better. Another member of the class of 2019 used the power of journalism to create change. In March of 2016, Kevin Schweitzer wrote an editorial in the Michigan Daily criticizing the name of a house in our West Quad residence hall. Winchell House had been named after a 19th century University of Michigan professor whose published work supported white supremacy. In 2017, Kevin submitted a formal request under the process we established to consider the names of university places. After a review by our committee of historians, humanists, and many other experts, we removed the Winchell name. Kevin is graduating today from a university changed for the better. CSG President Daniel Green, who graduates today, spent much of his time in office advocating for greater affordability, food security, mental health services, and diversity. The results produced by CSG this year have included a housing survey, the expansion of a food pantry for students in need, greater mental health awareness, and a plan to help student organizations achieve their full potential. As Daniel goes on to teach for America, he leaves a university that has changed for the better. The changes you've seen on campus and around the globe also provide a roadmap that can serve as a guide to the changes you can create in society. Purposefully contributing to change requires courage and trust and the willingness to listen and to consider many voices. It works best when trust is built by finding common ground and when we reject the view that it's us versus them, that there must be winners and losers. This is how we can overcome the erosion of trust and begin to collaborate to work through our differences. It takes courage to open ourselves up to opinions and interpretations we don't agree with. But it's also how we learn, sharpen our own arguments, and hone our ability to persuade others. Your time at Michigan has provided a wonderful proving ground to develop your ability to create change. Where else can you seek solutions among such talented scholars, all pursuing knowledge and understanding to advance a quintessentially public mission? U of M is a place where data and evidence matter, where all voices can be heard, and where talented and hardworking students emerge as leaders and best. Our passion for change is why we're the nation's #1 public research university. It's why the discovery process has been a foundational centerpiece of our Michigan DNA for more than 200 years. It's why we strive always to extend our impacts beyond the borders of our campus to the communities we serve and the frontiers of human knowledge that now span galaxies. It's why I hope you're asking on the day of your graduation, what can you change next? The challenges we face as a society are numerous and complex, from climate change to poverty to the conflict between nations. But these and many other challenges can unite us as we strive for change, if we choose the path of courage, if we listen to other views and trust one another and find common ground, and commit to the discussions and the discoveries that can produce a better world. Class of 2019, our society is yours to change. Seek out new evidence, develop new methods, and consider many points of view. And choose the path that will make ours a better world. As you go discover, go achieve, go serve, and go blue.